watching The High Road with me, Keith Warren. Brought to you by Timber Creek Outdoors.
Okay, so this is gonna be a little bit different hunting show than you're used to seeing us do. And what I mean by that is we're killing two birds with one stone, because a lot of people don't know that I've also got my real estate license. So I wanted to show y'all one of the coolest ranches I've ever seen that's actually listed for sale here in Texas, and show you a hunt where I'm filling my freezer. It is no secret that I love being outside. I was very blessed to grow up. We had a ranch I could come out to, help pour concrete, dig holes, go hunt, look for sheds, all of the good stuff that comes with having land. And y'all have seen our ranch a lot on the show. It's Texas Hidden Springs Ranch, and we grew it up from nothing to what it is now, and we are so proud of it. The deer we had when we first got the place, I can't even believe they're the deer we had, because the deer now are gorgeous and big. And with that being said, we had a goal when we got the place. Ours was wildlife. We wanted to specialize in growing the biggest, prettiest whitetail deer we could. And anytime you go buy a piece of property, you have a goal, and it's to have fun with it. Make the land your own, but whether it's for cows, for whitetail, or just to have fun and go escape the city, you've got a goal. And ours was awesome. It was incredible to grow up with that goal and to work so hard at something. And that's what the goal is with most people when they buy rural real estate here in Texas now. They want to make the property as good as they can, leave it better than they found it, and bring more value to it. And that usually means with wildlife. So this ranch has the perfect habitat for wildlife. I mean, look at the whitetail deer. They're gorgeous and they're huge. Matter of fact, these deer have actually been brought in. They have superior genetics than the deer that were actually native to this ranch. So it's improved the value of the property for sure. We just found a little treasure right here. Oh, there's two of them. Looky here. How cool is that? A pair. That's awesome. I don't think I've ever found a pair of sheds right next to each other. Look at character on him. So yeah, they do have some pretty good deer here too. Now this particular property that I'm showcasing is gorgeous. Like, gorgeous is an understatement. It is the dream ranch for anyone in Texas. If I could buy it, I would, okay? Because you can have cows out there. It's perfect for grazing. You can cut hay, and you can grow the biggest whitetail deer you can imagine. It's got a high fence pasture and a low fence pasture. I know some people don't like high fences, but what's nice about this is you can cater to those people. You have the high fence where you can have the gorgeous, giant, beautiful deer, and then you've got the low fence where you can have the beautiful South Texas typical frames. There's a gorgeous house at the top of the ranch where it's perfect for your family. Hey everybody, welcome to the main lodge here at Apache Creek Ranch. There's several places to stay here, but this is just kind of over the top nice. And then as you enter the property, there's a lot more accommodations. There's different hunters' cabins, plenty of room for bunks for different hunters. You've got a foreman's house, so you can have a ranch manager living out there. You've got quarters for stables, for donkeys, for pigs. I like pigs. I've got my own little pig. It is the perfect place to start a hunting operation. It's got a constant level 2.5 acre lake, a 1.5 acre pond, and then 9 other ponds all around the property. In addition to all those lakes, it has miles of frontage on both sides of the Hondo Creek. And of course, the nature of the South Texas beast, there's gonna be some feral hogs on the property, but with all of this water, you can expect a ton of turkeys. One of the coolest things about land is it's an investment. Yeah, it's a financial investment, but more importantly, it's an investment in your family. You're buying a piece of property to leave a legacy together, to make memories together, to go feed cows and let the kids play in the dirt and dig holes while you go work and trim trees and get firewood. You value that land like none other, and that's something that I don't think other people feel. And that's why I love working with landowners, and the people I represent and the people I look for land for all feel that same thing. It's more than the money. It's about the memories. It's about the joy of the land, almost like the joy of the hunt.
Everywhere I go, I know that the Lucas products are going to keep my firearms working tip-top shape. Hunting with modern sporting rifles is becoming more and more popular, and the reason why is simple. It's a lot of fun. And they're extremely accurate. You're not going to catch me in the field without using a suppressor. The problem with shooting suppressed MSRs is simple, that your gun gets more dirty quicker. And the reason why is because it's reducing the amount of gas going out, and it's depositing all those particles down inside the action and barrel and so forth. And so it's important for you to take good care of your MSR and clean it often. And the cleaner it is, the better it's going to operate for you. And it starts from one end to the other. I like to start on the very front end on the threads, and I'll put a little bit of gun grease on it. Make sure you use a gun grease that tolerates extreme high temperatures and does not break down. That's that reason I use Lucas products. And the Lucas gun grease right here on the threads really helps that suppressor go on and off after shooting thousands and thousands of times. So the cleaner you keep your MSR, the better it's going to treat you.
And speaking of hunt, this hunt is taking place late in the season, and the reason I'm on it is because I need to fill my freezer. I realized I'm running low on venison and I got to fill it up. So here we are. It's late season. We're seeing a lot of action, but I want to find a mature doe.
Okay, it is late January. We are on a freezer filler hunt. And what I mean by that is pigs come in, deer come in, work though. So the rig I've got is one y'all have seen a lot. We've killed hundreds of pigs with it, whitetail, even my red stag this past year. It's got a suppressor on top from our friends at Silencer Shop. It's the Nemo AR-10 chambered in .308. I'm shooting a Nosler bullet. I like these because they mushroom out, and I think it's perfect for big game. And then I've got the Sightmark Pinnacle on top here, I'll show you. It's really good for long ranges. I'm not shooting very far. It's my first time in this blind, so I didn't know how far I was gonna be, and this is a scope I'm confident in no matter the distance, so we're gonna sit tight.
So we're sitting in the blind, and I hear something right behind us, and I looked at the camera guy and I said, "What is that?" It didn't sound like a deer. All of a sudden we had, I'm not kidding, 50 Rio Grande turkeys come in, and they were eating everything. I said, "We're never gonna see a deer," but I couldn't complain. How could you complain with that many turkeys in front of you? That ought to give you an idea of just how much water is on this property. So the turkeys start to scatter off, and I get excited thinking some deer are gonna come in. And we had a lot of little nubbin bucks and a lot of immature does, which, yes, I'm filling my freezer and I don't really care about what the buck looks like or doe looks like, but I wanna have a mature one. So I have to get patient and remind myself we're here for a mature doe. So we're sitting there and I'm having fun, just being able to disconnect and hunt. There's nothing like hunting when you've been stuck in your office for a couple of weeks. So just disconnecting, watching these same little nubbin bucks running around. I saw a beautiful southern, just native buck walk by. It was a nice 8-point, real pretty. And then all of a sudden, the perfect mature doe walked in.
She's going left. I see the blood coming out of her. Okay, she's over. She's down. I see her legs moving around. She's down.
I know I made a good shot. I heard the bullet hit. I watched her run. She ran about 30 yards and I saw her fall right behind a tree. So I gave her a couple of minutes, wanted to make sure she was down before I got out of the stand.
I just got a good late season mature doe. She's down. She's behind the brush over there. Clean shot. We're gonna sit tight because we still probably got an hour left of light, and hopefully some pigs will come in or another doe and we'll get some more meat.
All of a sudden I saw something and I said, "What is that?" It was a coon. It was the biggest coon I'd ever seen. Then the owners told me, if you see any, please take them out. So this became a coon hunt real quick. Is that a coon? Do you see it? There's a coon out there. Get the camera on it. Get the camera on it. Here it goes.
Alright, so we sat tight until dark after I shot my doe. We were hoping that another mature doe would come in or some pigs because we're on a meat hunt, but that didn't happen. We saw a bunch of young deer, which was still fun. We're gonna go recover her right now, and then I'm gonna have a full freezer.
So I've just had a great time shooting this episode for y'all. It's a lot of fun for me to bring my real estate life into the hunting show life and kind of combine them. There's a lot out there that people don't know as far as real estate, and this ranch alone has a great abundance of wildlife, from deer to turkey to pigs to coons. They've got it all. So if you like this video, make sure and let us know. Comment below, subscribe to our channel, and if you're not watching online, head to our website, highroadhunting.com, where you can watch videos 24/7. So the facilities here are really nice. If you're looking for just a top-notch place to hunt for your family, or if you want to have a commercial hunting operation, there's several walk-in coolers. This barn, this shop, you've got a nice sink right there, which is perfect for when you're cleaning animals. An ice maker, which is great when you're sending hunters home with meat. Right next door, you can fit your whole tractor in and all of your rigs, Polarises, mules, whatever you have. So it just makes things a lot easier. If you're interested in this property, go ahead and give me a call or shoot me an email. Look us up online, Texas Ranch Sales LLC, and you can see all the pictures we've got. And if this property is out of your budget or it's just not what you're looking for, still give me a call or shoot me an email. Whether you can afford 10 or 10,000 acres, I want to help you. So shoot me a message and let's start the conversation and find you your dream ranch.
So if somebody was going to ask me what's so special about this next hunt, well, I'd say, well, what's special about it is the place that I'm hunting. This is the Texas Hill Country, specifically Llano County, Texas. Now, what's special about Llano County? Well, Llano County is where Keith Warren started deer hunting. And when I started deer hunting a long time ago, there were a lot of deer, but there were no feral hogs, 0. And now, there's still a lot of deer, but you talk about feral hogs, Llano County, Texas is like ground zero for feral hogs in the Texas Hill Country. So my contact for the Texas Hill Country is Terry Hartcraft. Terry wound up, I'd sent him a Reconyx camera, and he had put it out in this one particular feeder, 23 yards away from the blind. Terry calls up, he goes, Keith, the Reconyx has got hundreds of pictures. This one feeder is getting slammed with feral hogs. He says, the wind is right this afternoon. You get that big bore air gun in your butt and get it up here. Now let's talk about corn slingers. In many parts of the country, there are hunters that think, hunting with a corn slinger is not ethical. Yeah, you know what? Those people have never been to Texas to hunt, period. Okay, you can come down here and hunt without a corn slinger, but you're not going to be successful, odds are. So anyway, this corn slinger's out in front of us. A good thing about a corn slinger, you're able to see a lot of deer, you're able to see a lot of hogs. And the good thing when you're hunting over a corn slinger is that you're able to not only see animals, but you can get a good shot. So the feeder goes off, and I mean, I'm thinking, okay, it's gonna happen. And it did. All of a sudden, we can hear the hogs coming in. I mean, they come in, and they come out of the brush just like a big gang. And I mean, there's a ton of them. I mean, it's in and out, and they're moving around. I mean, what's amazing to me is the different colors that you see of the hogs in the Texas Hill Country. Now, if you're a bear hunter, a black bear hunter, what does he want? He wants a color-phased bear. Well, there's certain areas that you can go in the country that have more of a likelihood that you're going to kill a color-phased bear. And there's other areas that just black is the color you're going to get. Well, most of the areas around, black is the color you're going to get for hogs, but not in Llano County, Texas. Llano County, Texas, there are more colored hogs than there are black hogs. And so as we watch the hogs come and go and come and go, it's just cool to look at the different colorations of all these hogs. And I think, okay, they're all good hogs. As far as colors go, they all look good, but I like the ones best that have a little red spot on their side. And I look up and I pick one out. It's like it's got a little white saddle across its back. And that's the one I want to take home. love it. I love it. Listen. I love this rifle. I love this little rifle. Unlike probably anything you've ever seen, it is a air rifle, 9mm, 357 caliber, and it is topped off with a Pulsar trail rifle scope. And although it's daytime right now, we got really good video out of the scope as well as on the big camera. It works just as well at night. We're going to give it a minute and we'll go show you what a hill country hog looks like. That was kind of cool now. So as I release the arrow, I know it's a perfect shot, and within 3 to 5 seconds I hear the hog, boom, it crashes in the brush. It's lights out. If y'all are watching online, you got any questions or comments, go ahead and post them below. And if you're not watching online, go to highroadhunting.com where you can watch all of our videos 24/7. Now it's time to take a look at what we've got. All right, well, this is what it looks like. I made a really, really good shot. Down here, I mean, the arrow flies so fast. I mean, we had the camera on slow-mo, but I don't know if you'll even be able to see the arrow traveling so fast. But the heart is down, it's up front behind the shoulders, and it's down low on the hog. And so most people wind up shooting them back here in the crease. When you shoot them in the crease, that'll kill them as long as you get a clean pass through, and you're shooting them straight through, but they may run quite a ways. But this hog, it was dead in about probably 3 seconds. We heard it crash and die right here in the brush, but cool looking hog. I mean, take a look at the coloration on this. You know, the one thing when you're using thermal, the thermal does not allow you to see color. And so as we play back the footage that the Pulsar trail took, you can actually see the hogs real nicely, but you can't see color on them. And the reason why is because it's not measuring color, it's measuring the heat off the animals. And it works just as well during the daytime as it does at nighttime. And so it's for that reason I've got it on an air rifle right now. This is a big bore air rifle. It's called the Recluse. It's unbelievable. I mean, it shoots an arrow at 500 feet per second, and it's almost impossible for the human eye to see. And it is some kind of lethal. I mean, I have taken, I don't know how many different animals using the Recluse's big brother, the Dragon Claw. But this one right here is a first for me with the Recluse. And I have a feeling I'll be using it here pretty quick. But nice size eating hog, Texas hill country, and this place is full of them. They say that every year you've got to kill about 70% of the hog population in order to keep the population at a constant. And so anyway, we got a whole lot more work to do ahead of us, but this is a real good eating size hog.
Taxidermy work for the High Road Group is provided by Conroe Taxidermy, Conroe, Texas.